All right, I guess we're back at it. Hello there. It's me, Teen Amazing Squad. And what we're going to talk about today, what I'm going to talk about today is life being so repetitive, such in a loop, continuous routine over and over again. And when you notice it, when you finally are self-aware of it, that's when it really gets worse. That's when it feels like you're an anchor stuck at the bottom of the sea because everything is just the same, really, especially when you haven't really done anything in a while. And so you're doing the same 5 continuous tasks in circles over and over and over again. And I don't know if I can mentally sustain myself for any longer without breaking and going on a breakdown, if you know what I mean. Everything is just wake up, brush your teeth, go to work, come back, eat dinner, watch TV for a couple hours, then go to sleep, then wake up, rinse and repeat. I don't need to explain any further. That is, I don't know how anyone else don't realize that, how repetitive it is. How repetitive life is. This goes beyond regular personal routines. Life itself, in my opinion, is hella repetitive. It's just so boring. Not even YouTube, not even entertainment keeps me sustained. I think I need a drug. I think I need to smoke some weed, take some LSD, eat shrooms, something to keep my mind suppressed, keep myself away from reality. Because the more I'm in reality, the more I start overthinking these things. And yeah, life itself, in my opinion, is a continual cycle of the same tedious process, the same people breathing, eating, paying bills, money, all these things, clothes, survival, everything just like repeat. You can't even get it either. It's like the Nirvana album cover with the fishing rod and the dollar at the hook and the baby trying to get it or trying to go after it, but it keeps reeling it away. That's how this is. I feel like that's how society likes it to be. That's their type of power. They'll say they're democratic and diplomatic, but they're really not. They're like dictators who want to seem as not of a dictator in front of other countries. So they'll pretend like they care about their they let their people. It's free, a home of the free, land of the free, home of the brave. But there's really no home of the land of the free or brave. There's no brave. What's brave? Going to war? What's that's not my choice. I didn't want to go to war. I mean, the propaganda gets to you and you think that you're doing something for a better cause. You're fighting for other organizations and governments who start shit with other countries. You didn't even have the agency to decide whether you wanted to do it or not. You don't even, why should we even go to wars? Why even wars exist? Why violence exists like that in that process? It's just all loops, in my opinion. You wake up, then you go back to sleep. Everything is loops. Every single activity is a loop, especially when you think about it. I think the thing I need to do, like I said earlier, is take drugs. And I know that's like bad advice. I'm not telling anyone to go out their way to poison yourself and then overdose. But I'm saying it just helps. I don't know. I never took drugs, but I believe it does something. I'd rather be in a trip where I'm doing the Mississippi Queen from Regular Show instead of just wandering and walking down a continuous path of the same thing. It's like jogging down the same lane and seeing the same things. That tree in the distance, that bird on that house, the green grass. And the more you keep doing it, the more it gets old and old, and you keep seeing it. It's like, oh, okay. Up that tree is starting to wither down. The grass got yellow. Oh, look, that bird that I kept seeing on top of that roof of that abandoned house, it's gone now. You know, and it feels like that until you see something that's different. And that's up to your choice. I don't know what else to do. I gotta make my life fun, dude. I gotta, like, while I'm here in this meaningless existence, because it is meaningless, I don't care what you say. Call me crazy, call me depressed, whatever. This life is, there's no point. There's no point at all. That's why I'm not having kids. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. That's why you have to do something, a distraction. You have to constantly distract yourself with something that you want to do. Not by distraction, I don't mean like be productive or stuff like that, because that's not really a distraction, because you'll still start thinking about it, especially when you have my mindset. No pill mindsets, no red pill, blue pill, green pill, gray pill, rainbow pill, no pills. Just like, I don't know. That's just how I am now. That's just how it is. I see things for how it is now, the truth. And the real truth is that everything is continuous. The same cycles. You do the same things over and over again. What is different? What is exciting except being in a dangerous situation? And by excitement, I don't mean being happy or enjoying it. I mean like just feeling that adrenaline rush that goes through your body. Like that feeling of you have a choice. You can either die, get killed, become a victim, or you can stand up and do what you need to do to survive. I think that's what we need again. We need to be like how it was back centuries ago. We had to survive for food and stuff, because everything is complacent. Society they make it seem like it's so easy to get, but you still have to, you try to reach for it, and they keep pulling it back. Like, nope, you don't get that. You gotta work at this job. You gotta work at these free jobs. You gotta go to this pointless college. Get a pointless piece of paper to go get this job, and then you gotta buy food. You have to buy food that you need to survive. You need to buy food. You can't get it for free. You can't ask and know you'll receive it. No, you need to buy it. Buy it. Isn't that ass backwards? Think about that for a second. I'm gonna give you time to think about that. I don't care about a lot of things anymore. Trends, what people think, society expectations. I'm an anarchist, but not the typical anarchist that's against the government, because you can't really be against, I mean, like, what are you going to do? Just march in the street all day, holding up signs? March at Congress all day, shouting the same routine? That's even repetitive itself, because you're not getting any results, and it's only temporary. They'll just switch it back when you're not looking, when you don't care anymore. You're just following whatever people are doing. Your opinions are only based off what groups are thinking. Your group thinking. Your hive mind. Don't be hive mind. I don't look at these things in a point of depression. I look at these things of observation, out of curiosity. A lot of people before, when I made these type of videos, I think I did make a video where I did say I was depressed. But that was just because I was in a mood at that time. That don't mean overall I'm depressed. It just means at that point when I made that video, I was feeling like shit. But yeah, overall, these things don't come from, it's existential. Being existential, having existential crises, that doesn't mean you're depressed. That just means you realize things. Your mind, your mental is opened up, and you start to understand how, I don't know, video game this world is. The only thing that will change is if you die. Wow. I mean, we already, sleep to me is pretty much like the training wheels towards death anyway. And if death is like sleep, then I'm all down for it. This isn't depression. Like, people will say, I say these things, and they'll be like, man, you're depressed. You need to puff out your chest. You need to go out here and find some activities for yourself. You're not listening to what I'm saying, sir. Ma'am. You're not listening to what I'm saying. That does not help, especially when these activities aren't even what you want to do. You have no choice. That's not going to help me. That's going to make things... I mean, that's not going to help someone who has depression. That's not going to help someone who feels like shit, who feels suicidal. It's about life, not about like just pointless things like romance or not having friends. You don't need friends. I don't need friends. I don't have friends. Friends are temporary anyway. You don't need friends. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying. This is how I feel. This is how I am. This is the path I'm going down, you know? This is the will I have, the willpower I have. I don't need none of those things. You know, my parents often try to compare me to my brother because he's doing everything that I am. He does everything that the opposite of me. He has tons of friends. He's following trends. He's getting all the new clothes, the new designer. He's following all the trends, the new slang words, the new TikTok. It's like everything he does is completely the antithesis of what I talk about and what I have the mindset of. And they try to compare me like I want to do the same. Like I'm gonna be jealous or something. I'm not jealous. I don't care. Okay, that's cool for him. That's what's up with him. But for me, I really don't care about that stuff. Those things are, like I said, repetitive. It's a loop. The same thing happened and over again. Especially with what I said. You start thinking about these. You're self-aware of these things. You're aware. That's where it feels pretty basic. And I know people will be like, what do you mean by a loop? Go into detail. You got to go in. You got to explain this thoroughly because I don't understand. It's like, I feel like I don't really need to. I feel like it's very, very simple to understand. A loop, meaning you're continuously doing it over and over again. The same thing. I'm saying that's what being a human is. Yeah, but the difference is the loop is doing things that is society standards of you. What is expected of you from the people. The man has his thumb on you. That's what I'm talking about when I mean the loop. Things that don't matter. Things that are pointless. You're continuously doing them. And sure, here and there, throw in a little, oh yeah, sleep, wake up, go back to sleep. That's obviously mandatory as a human being, as a living being on this earth that has sentience. But yeah, everything is a vicious cycle. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And don't be the one who's into fate, because that really will get you down. If you think I'm existential now, imagine me having to tie this all into like ideas of fatalism and whatnot. Like, it would definitely be worse for me. I wouldn't be able to like cope with anything, and I don't cope. I kind of have my own thoughts in my head, and that's where I'm for a little bit able to escape. Making these videos, for example, is kind of like an escape. I feel like I'm in an alternate reality when I make these videos, especially when I watch them. Because it's like that moment is separate from any other time period of this day. Like, yeah. Everything's a loop. Like, that's going to be it for now. Everything's repetitive. I don't know what else to say. I don't got like a piece of advice. I said it earlier, but I don't have nothing positive right now. But at the same time, it's not really that negative. It just is what it is. Teammate Squad out.